Ever feel like you're doing all the right things and still wondering why your body feels off? You eat well, you train hard, your labs say you're fine, but deep down you know something's slipping. You're not alone and you're not crazy. I'm Daniel Rasmussen, founder of Echelon Center for Longevity, and I've spent 2 decades helping high performers like you to reverse aging, reignite vitality, and finally get answers. On Unbreakable Vitality, we go upstream. We talk peptides, stem cells, precision diagnostic testing, reversing the age of your arteries, all the innovative science-based tools to take back your health span so that your next decades are your best yet. Because aging is real, but decline is optional.
Let's be honest, no one wakes up thinking, I hope my spine holds up today, until it doesn't. Maybe it's that slow twinge when you get out of the car, or that stiff, crunchy feeling in your lower back after sitting too long. Or maybe it's the sneaky pain that shows up every time you sneeze. Either way, your spine is talking to you. And today, we are listening. Welcome back to Unbreakable Vitality. In part 1, we shattered some of the biggest myths about back pain. And today we're going to shift into the daily habits and the movements that actually rebuild your spine, starting with Dr. Stuart McGill's world-renowned Big 3 exercises and extending into how our GPF method accelerates those results from a decade-long grind to a real recovery in 12 to 24 months. You don't need a million gadgets. You don't need to deadlift a small car, and you definitely don't need to give up and just live with it. You just need a smart plan built around movement, hygiene, training, and regenerative support that restores tissues from the inside out. This isn't about hacks, it's about habits. And today I'm giving you the blueprint. You don't need to live in pain or wait 10 years for your back to heal. You just need the right plan. So let's talk about this. With the foundation of spine resilience, movement, hygiene, this isn't about brushing your teeth with good posture, though please do brush your teeth. This movement hygiene is about how you move during everyday tasks, sitting, standing, driving, sleeping, and how those habits either protect or punish your spine. Think of it like this. Every micro movement throughout your day is a vote, either for pain or for protection. Most people are unknowingly casting hundreds of votes a day against their own back health. So let's talk about sitting. Avoid slouching, yes, but also don't stiffen like a statue. Use lumbar support if you need. Plant your feet flat on the ground and shift your energy weight every 20 minutes. Variety is your spine's love language. Standing, don't lock your knees. Engage your glutes slightly. Alternate which foot bears more weight. And consider a small foot prop if standing for longer periods of time. Okay, now driving. Adjust the seat to a neutral pelvis position. Sit tall but not rigid. Avoid wallet in your back pocket syndrome. Sleeping. Side sleeping with a pillow between the knees is gold. For back sleepers, elevate the knees slightly. Ditch the pillow fortress unless you're in a mattress commercial. That's the only time. Bending and lifting, okay? Always hinge at the hips. Brace your core like you're about to be tickled in public. This keeps the load close to your body. These aren't glamorous habits, but guess what? They prevent the daily micro traumas that slowly erode your disc health, irritate the nerves, and overload soft tissues. So here's the power play. When we pair smart movement hygiene with our GPF method, which reduces inflammation and accelerates tissue health and repair, our patients recover in just a fraction of the time, 80 to 90% faster. Your movements become cleaner, your tissues are more resilient, and your risk for re-injury plummets because we've taught you how to maintain on a day-to-day basis. This is where longevity starts. It's not in a gym, but in the way you load your dishwasher, the everyday movements. That's where the pavement hits the road. I want to break down these big 3, these famous big 3, the spine's equivalent of a seatbelt, a shock absorber, and a power source, all rolled into one powerful method. And we're going to talk about what movement hygiene actually means. Spine-sparing strategies for daily life, such as sitting, standing, driving, sleeping, bending. And remember, avoiding micro-trauma through simple habit shifts is how you win the game. So let's dive into what Dr. Stuart McGill calls spine armor, his big 3 exercises. So if movement hygiene keeps the daily wear and tear down, these are the exercises that actually reinforce your spinal scaffolding. These aren't flashy, Instagram-worthy moves. Just letting you know, these are no Bosu balls, these no bands, and definitely no kettlebells being thrown across the gym. These are boring, and that's the point. The big three are, number one, modified curl up, not a crunch. One leg bent, the other one straight, hands under the lower back for support. It trains the anterior core without putting your spine into dangerous flexion. The second of the big three, side plank, both sides. What does this do? It builds lateral core stability. So what does that have to do with everything? Well, it targets the obliques and the quadratus lumborum in your lower back, which are critical for preventing back injury during twisting or asymmetrical movements. Okay, so number three is called a bird dog, which is a cross body pattern that integrates the posterior chain and reinforces spinal coordination. Slow, controlled, and deceptively powerful. We use all three of these at our clinic as daily spinal insurance. For most patients, they become part of the morning ritual alongside brushing their teeth and resisting the urge to check email. Start with isometric holds. Form is non-negotiable. We use cues, video review, and tactile feedback. Progress by increasing time and then increase reps. Never go faster. Never speed up. Integrate breathing patterns to support intra-abdominal pressure and force stability. And when we integrate these with our GPF method, results accelerate. They just take off. Picture doing McGill's Big Three on a foundation of cellular support, biologic injections, reduced inflammation, enhanced collagen remodeling, mitochondrial optimization. The result? Faster adaptation, less flare-ups, more confidence in motion. One patient went from being able to tolerate core work due to a history of failed rehab to performing loaded carries in athletic movements within 90 days. Because the foundation was laid properly with McGill's Big Three plus regenerative recovery, this patient was having phenomenal outcomes. These exercises don't replace training, but they do enable it. They create the stability that allows for safe load, confident movement, and long-term durability. So we want to look at now how daily activities like walking, loading, and result in building a stronger back. One of the most underrated tools in spinal recovery, walking. It's simple, it's accessible, and biomechanically, it's brilliant. A low load endurance builder that creates rhythm and restores spinal health. Walking activates the core muscles in a gentle, alternating pattern. It decompresses the spine without strain, nourishes the vertebral discs through motion, and reboots the neural patterns associated with pain-free movement. We recommend patients start walking ASAP, even if it's 5 minutes twice a day. As long as it's pain-free and rhythmic, it's a win. Now let's talk about lifting, because we love strength, but not at the expense of your spine. The truth is, many people try to return to training way too fast, or they try to go too heavy, and they skip the prerequisites. So here's how we coach. Rebuild the hinge first. Can you hinge? Can you hip hinge pain-free without spinal compensation? Test control under isometric load. That's another factor. Can you brace, breathe, and hold neutral spine under basic load, like farmer's carries, goblet holds? Those are some examples. Gradually reintroduce axial load on the spine. Start with kettlebell deadlifts, trap bar lifts, or rack pulls before you go to the barbell lifts. And don't forget tempo. Slow down your reps. Control every phase. Momentum is the enemy of control when you're retraining spinal mechanics. You want absolute control at all movement. So whatever makes this faster and safer is the regenerative support we layer in with the GPF method. Peptides to accelerate collagen synthesis and tissue remodeling works phenomenal. BPC 157, TB 500, thymosin beta 4, just to name a couple. Then we pair that with mitochondrial optimization to boost recovery and energy output, NAD, MOTS-C, peptides. Then we combine that with cellular therapies that target inflammation and speed repair in joint capsules, discs, and fascia systems. So it's not just rehab, it's cellular reconditioning. I'm recalling a 60-year-old patient. He was a cyclist, and he had avoided lifting for years due to chronic disc flare-ups. He reintroduced deadlifts safely after 6 months of doing this protocol, the McGill-based retraining combined with our GPF Method regenerative cellular healing process. And today he's training more powerfully and pain-free than he did in his 40s, 20 years ago. So walking and hinging and lifting, these are the functional longevity benchmarks, but only when earned, sequenced, and supported from the inside out first. So you've got to form the foundation. I want to talk about a few real-world case studies and the turning points that help these patients go from back pain prisoners to performance-driven confidence. Why walking is a spine superpower, when to lift, hinge, or hold back, and how to earn the right to deadlift, integrating the regenerative support for faster tissue adaptation, and we'll wrap it up. So this is where the science gets personal. It gets practical, where rubber meets the road. Because while research is powerful, real recovery stories make it real. So let's talk about what happens when we combine the back mechanic principles with our GPF method, and how patients who felt stuck for years suddenly find momentum again. We got this CrossFitter with a herniated disc. Jason, 42 years old, loves CrossFit. He had a recurring L5-S1 disc herniation. He'd seen multiple chiropractors, tried mobility routines, went to stretch labs, even flirted with the idea of surgery. Pain was controlling his schedule and not his workouts. So after diagnostic testing, we found his biggest triggers were loaded flexion and rotation, which are classic spine offenders. We paused all provocated lifts and rebuilt his movement hygiene using the big three and a daily walking protocol. Then we layered in GPF peptides to reduce the inflammation, mitochondrial IVs to accelerate recovery, and an ultrasound-guided biological injections to support the disc itself. In 4 months, Jason returned to modified lifting. In another 2 months after that, he PR'd a deadlift, pain-free, something he hadn't been able to do in 3 years. Amazing. Second case, we had this executive come to us with diagnosed degenerative disc disease. He was a 58-year-old executive, came to us after being told he had DDD and should avoid lifting anything over 10 pounds the rest of his life. He was terrified of moving and completely deconditioned. His muscles were weakened. He was atrophying. We looked at a lot of his issues, did a thorough exam, and guess what? His spine wasn't his biggest problem. It was his systemic inflammation in his body. So his personalized plan focused on reducing inflammatory load, rebuilding confidence with safe spine movements, and using regenerative tools to restore tissue strength and hydration of the discs. Today, he carries groceries like a boss and just started his first kettlebell class at the gym. Here's the pattern. We see it over and over again. Pain disappears when movement is de-threatened. Tissue heals faster when regenerative tools are applied strategically. And fear fades when patients are empowered by data and a method or a system. So these aren't miracles, they're mechanics. They're looking at it from a mechanical perspective, combining that with cellular health, advanced diagnostics, consistency in cellular recovery. So spinal health and spinal longevity is more than just avoiding pain. It's how spine health influences your cognitive health as well, and your resilience, and overall how you age. So let's zoom out from pain and performance, and let's talk about spine as a longevity system. So your spine isn't just a stack of bones and discs. That's not the mechanics we're talking about. It's the central column of communication between your brain and your body. It dictates how you move, breathe, sleep, and recover. It's also a powerful predictor of how you're aging. Multiple studies link spine mobility and posture to overall lifespan and quality of life. In fact, one of the best indicators of functional longevity isn't your cholesterol. It's whether you can rise from the floor without assistance. Can you get up without using a chair or a desk to something to push yourself up? Here's why spine health matters for aging. Mobility. Mobility equals independence. And if you can't twist, bend, or hinge without pain, you'll start avoiding movement. And that leads to weakness, weight gain, and chronic inflammation. Chronic back pain is an inflammation amplifier. So if you've got systemic inflammation in your body, pain drives cortisol. Cortisol disrupts sleep. Poor sleep increases insulin resistance. Insulin resistance accelerates biological aging. Posture affects cognition. Poor spine alignment restricts blood flow and oxygenation to the brain, contributing to fatigue and even cognitive decline over time. So that's why at our clinic, we treat the spine as more than just a pain generator. It's a biological barometer for aging. So our most successful clients follow 3 long game spine strategies. They follow number 1, movement hygiene is daily, not occasionally, and it is not optional. The way you move through life matters more than your weekly workouts. Regeneration isn't optional. It's the multiplier. We use the GPF method to prevent wear and tear from becoming degeneration. Confidence in movement changes everything. When you're not afraid of bending, lifting, or twisting, you re-engage with life, with living, with everyday activities. So if you want to age well, start with your spine. Here's what to start doing tomorrow. Practical things that you can start doing. Walk daily. Rhythm heals. Practice the big 3. 5 minutes a day changes everything. Upgrade your ergonomics. Identify your triggers and build your buffer. And if you've been stuck in pain, consider that the real issue may not be damage. It may be missed diagnosis and underpowered recovery. Because aging with vitality isn't about avoiding decline, it's about building systems that hold strong for years and decades. And the spine, that's the system that holds you. Why spine health predicts aging, resilience, and even cognition, the evidence is clear. So some of the things that if you're ready to go beyond just managing pain and actually rebuild your spinal foundation, visit pinnacle-gpf.com. You'll learn about our GPF method, how it integrates regenerative tools with movement protocols to restore stability, reduce inflammation, and help you return to the activities you love faster, safer, and stronger. Because waiting for your spine to heal on its own isn't a strategy. Getting ahead of the damage is. Getting upstream. So we've just rebuilt your spine. Now let's look at the fire that may be quietly burning behind the scenes. So next time on Unbreakable Vitality, we're going to dive deep into the systemic inflammation, how it accelerates aging, it fuels disease, and often hides behind normal labs that you hear from your regular doctor. You'll learn how to detect it, track it, and extinguish it using targeted diagnostics and proven protocols that bring your biology back into balance. It's going to be a powerful one because without addressing inflammation, no longevity plan is complete. I'll see you next time. Next week, we zoom out from all the spine and into the systemic inflammation. I'll see you there.
If you're feeling like your energy, your edge, or your clarity just isn't what it used to be, you're not alone. But you're also not stuck. Every week on Unbreakable Vitality, we explore real strategies to reverse aging, reclaim vitality, and rewrite what's possible. If today's episode gave you even one insight, pass it on. Then go take the free vascular age quiz at echelon-longevity.com/quiz to see how your body's aging. Subscribe, leave a review, and follow us because your future isn't on autopilot. You are building it and you're just getting started.